Morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and everyone, especially those at the other side of the world. There is no time and space between us. There is only this present moment, and we are one. We will now begin reading diary entry number 1082. When I took the issue of the weekly into my hands, an arrow of love pierced my soul. For the sake of your ardent desires, I am hastening the feast of mercy. My spirit burst into such a powerful flame of love that it seemed to me that I was totally dissolved in God. Nang tanggapin ko ang issue ng Vilnius Weekly sa aking mga kamay, isang palaso ng pag-ibig ang lumagos sa aking kaluluwa. Alang-alang sa iyong masidhing kagustuhan, aking minamadali ang pista ng awa. Ang aking espiritu ay sumabog sa napakalakas na apoy ng pag-ibig na tila sa akin, ako ay lubusang lusaw sa Diyos. So yesterday, Faustina said that it was published in Vilnius Weekly. The Divine Mercy Devotion was first published. So it was, since this is a publication, this was an open publication. So many people, those who are subscribed to Vilnius Weekly, those who bought the newspaper, mas malamang na nabasa nila yung artikulo na yun tungkol sa banal na awa. And also, there was a reproduction of the image of the Divine Mercy. That was the first time. And imagine having your dream happening for the first time. Halimbawa, you have a dream of having that job that you want. So halimbawa, dumating na yung oportunidad mo. So on your first day of work, dahil yun yung pinapangarap mo, no? Ganon yung feeling. So ito na yung pangarap mo, nagaganap na, nagsisimula na. And for Faustina, ang feeling niya, an arrow of love pierced my soul. So mayroong palaso ng pag-ibig, no? Hindi palaso ng galit, palaso ng pag-ibig ang tumagos sa kanyang puso. Kung kaya nag-uumapaw ang kanyang pagmamahal, nag-uumapaw ang damdamin ng pagmamahal sa kanya sapagkat yun nga, nagaganap na ang isang bagay na napakahirap gawin. Isipin nyo, sinabi sa kanya ni Jesus na sabihin sa pare, ganito, sabihin sa Madre Superiora, ganito. And she had to undergo certain levels of hierarchy para maipaabot ang sinasabi ni Jesus. She was at the lowest rank, nasa pinakamababa siyang sa hierarchy, sa simbahan, nasa pinakamababa siya. Kasi second choir na madre siya sa kongregasyon. Tagaluto, tagabukas ng gate, no? Ganun trabaho niya. Hindi siya nakapag-aral. Wala siyang maipagmamalaki, kumbaga. And so that difficulty of institutionalizing the devotion was very difficult. Tayo nga, di ba? Sa parokya lang natin, hirap na hirap tayong buksan para sa apostolate, no? Yung mag-organize tayo ng Divine Mercy Apostolate sa mga parokya. Hirap na hirap tayo. What more, yung pagpapalaganap sa mas malawak na community. So, napakahirap nun. Kumbaga sa atin. Imagine niyo si Faustina, ganun din. In fact, mas marami sa atin ang may advantage kaysa kay Faustina. Halimbawa, tayo may resources tayo kahit papaano. Tayo nakakalabas tayo. Tayo ay makapag-aral. No? So, yung mga advantages na yun, Wala si Faustina nun. Ang inaasahan lang sa atin, buuin ang Divine Mercy Apostolate sa ating parokya. Kung nabuo na, halimbawa, ilan naman ang members? So, maybe 20 members. Okay na rin. No? Pero ang point lang is, mas matindi ang instruction, mas matindi ang ipinagagawa ng ating Panginoong Yesus kay Faustina. Tapos ang kalagayan pa ni Faustina ay nasa pinakamababang antas. Kung kaya, noong nangyari na yung for the first time, no? Nabasa na rin natin, halimbawa, nadaanan na natin yung Jubilee Year of Redemption. For the first time, the image of the Divine Mercy was displayed in a very strategic place or location in the church doon sa Gate of Dawn. Ito yung pilgrim site sa most popular pilgrim site sa Poland. So nakita doon, for the first time, the image was displayed, and for the first time, Father Michael Sapochko was able to give homily about the Divine Mercy. Masaya-masaya si Faustina doon. Ito naman, publication. So hindi na lang narinig kasi ng mga time na yon hindi naman uso pa yung video recording, no? Di katulad ngayon, pag ini-live stream mo yan, you can watch it over and over again. You can access the file online. Noong mga panahon na yon, ang misa hindi online. So, tapos na yon. Those people who heard the homily, tapos na. Pero ito, it was published. Because it was published, anyone, pwede mo ipagpasa-pasa yung kopya, anyone can read it. At napafile ito, no? I mean, sa MICs, may kopya sila niyan. This is more sophisticated na, no, at that time. If it was published in a newspaper, malaking bagay na yan kasi nga, nandyan na yan, di na yan mabubura. Naka-file na yan. So because of this work that manifested on that day, sino ba naman ang hindi matutuwa? Isang pangarap na nagkatotoo, isang pangarap na napakahirap, subalit nagkaroon ng katuparan. And then Jesus said, for the sake of your ardent desires, I am hastening the feast of mercy. This hastening is very relative, no? Because we knew that the feast of mercy was only institutionalized during the time of Pope John Paul II, and it was declared in the Jubilee year of 2000, year 2000. And this year, 2025, will be celebrating the 25th year of the Feast of the Divine Mercy. So yung sinasabi ni Jesus na I am hastening the Feast of Mercy, relative, no? Kasi this was in 1937, so 63 years. 63 years siyang niluto, yung Feast of Mercy. Sabi ni Jesus, hastening, ano? Again, this was relative. Pero ang bilis. When it was instituted in the year 2000, ang paglaganap naman nito ay parang wildfire, no? Ang bilis ng pagkalat. So there was a hastening. And up to now, no? The Feast of the Divine Mercy is now recognized in many, many areas around the world. Year after year, many souls are being converted every day to the Divine Mercy. Ganon kabilis. Now, once it has taken its momentum, ayun na, no, parang isang apoy na ang bilis kumalat at pinag-alab ang puso ng maraming kaluluwa. So, may we be inspired by this achievement of Faustina na anumang bagay na napakahirap, basta't kasama natin ang Panginoong Hesus, tayo ay kumakapit sa Kanya, nananalig tayo sa Kanya. Wala pong magiging imposible. So if you're having problem in propagating the Divine Mercy devotion in your parish or in your community, hang on. Humingi tayo ng tulong sa Panginoong Yesus sapagkat siya mismo ang gagawa ng paraan upang mapadali ang mga bagay-bagay. Again, the key o ang susi ay trust.